During the 95th Academy Awards, John took the stage to pay tribute to all the celebs we have lost this past year.
They've touched our hearts, they've made us smile, and became dear friends, who we will always remain hopelessly devoted to.
Hollywood fans are in shock after John Travolta, now 71, finally broke his silence about legendary actor Gene Hackman. For years, rumors swirled about their connection, but Travolta remained tight-lipped. Until now. What he just revealed has left fans stunned, uncovering secrets about Hackman's legacy, their hidden Hollywood moments, and untold stories no one saw coming. Was it a tribute, a confession, or something even deeper? Stay tuned because Travolta's emotional words just reignited the mystery surrounding one of Hollywood's greatest icons, John Travolta's tribute to Gene Hackman. Hollywood icon John Travolta is mourning the loss of his former co-star, the legendary Gene Hackman, remembering him not just as an extraordinary actor.
In a career spanning 6 decades, Gene Hackman won 2 Oscars for his work on The French Connection and Clint Eastwood's Western Unforgiven.
But also as a deeply engaging presence on set. The Pulp Fiction star took to Instagram stories on March 4th to share his heartfelt tribute, reflecting on their time together while filming the 1995 crime comedy Get Shorty, where they starred alongside Rene Russo and Danny DeVito. Posting a nostalgic throwback photo from the set, Travolta, now 71, recalled how much he enjoyed working with Hackman. "I really enjoyed my time with Gene. Great conversations and very funny too," he wrote. "So easy to act with and always brilliant. I'll miss you, Gene." His words captured the admiration and warmth he felt toward Hackman, a man known not only for his powerhouse performances.
Gene Hackman never fit the mold of a typical star, but blazed his own path into movie history.
But also for his no-nonsense approach to the craft of acting. However, their time together wasn't without its challenges. Director Barry Sonnenfeld once shared an anecdote that highlighted Hackman's disciplined work ethic and his serious approach to preparation. The French Connection star, famous for his intense dedication to his roles, reportedly grew frustrated when Travolta arrived on set without fully memorizing his lines. In one particular exchange, Travolta casually asked Hackman how he had spent his weekend, likely expecting a lighthearted conversation. Hackman's response was as sharp as his on-screen persona. "Nothing except learn the lines." The response caught Travolta off guard, and he later joked that Hackman's choice was a waste of a weekend. This brief but telling interaction underscored their differing approaches to acting. Travolta, charismatic and instinctual, and Hackman, meticulous and methodical. Despite this moment of creative tension, there was no bad blood between the two stars. Travolta's tribute made it clear that he held deep respect for Hackman's talent and professionalism. Their dynamic on-screen chemistry in Get Shorty reflected that balance. Travolta's smooth, cool demeanor playing perfectly off Hackman's seasoned, authoritative presence. Gene Hackman's passing marks the end of an era for Hollywood.
He was one of Hollywood's finest. Actor Gene Hackman died this past week at age 95.
As he was one of the industry's most revered and versatile actors, known for unforgettable roles in The French Connection, Unforgiven, Superman, and The Royal Tenenbaums, he left an indelible mark on cinema. For Travolta, the memories of working with Hackman remain cherished, filled with laughter, great conversations, and moments that showcased both the ease and the rigor of their craft. While their time together may have been brief in the grand scope of their careers, the impact was lasting. With his tribute, Travolta joins the many voices honoring Gene Hackman's legacy. A brilliant performer, a dedicated artist, and, as Travolta fondly remembers, a great conversationalist with an unforgettable sense of humor. Living a life full of praises is not something ordinary. Let's take a look at Gene Hackman's early life. Gene Hackman's journey to Hollywood stardom. Born on January 30, 1930, in San Bernardino, California, Gene Hackman, originally named Eugene Allen Hackman, came into a world of frequent change. His parents, Anna Lyda Elizabeth, née Gray, and Eugene Ezra Hackman, raised him alongside his younger brother, Richard. His mother had roots in Sarnia, Ontario, Canada, and the family never stayed in one place for too long. Eventually, they settled in Danville, Illinois, where they lived with Gene's grandmother, Beatrice, who had emigrated from England. Hackman's father worked at a local newspaper, the Commercial News, running the printing press. But life at home was far from stable. At just 10 years old, Hackman had already set his sights on becoming an actor. However, his dreams were soon overshadowed by personal struggles. When he was 13, his parents divorced, and his father walked out, leaving the family behind. A painful moment that left a lasting impact on the young boy. Gene Hackman's school years were marked by instability. During his sophomore year, he briefly attended Storm Lake High School, but by the time he was 16, he was ready to leave home. Eager to find a new path, he lied about his age and enlisted in the United States Marine Corps.
For every generation, it has started with the call to serve. Discovering the purpose and the belonging earned with the title.
This bold move led him to serve as a field radio operator for the next 4.5 years. His military service took him across the world. Hackman was stationed in China, where he was posted in Qingdao and later Shanghai. However, when the Communist Revolution swept across China in 1949, he was reassigned to Hawaii and Japan. After completing his service, he was honorably discharged in 1951 and faced the challenge of building a future for himself in a post-war world. Following his discharge, Hackman moved to New York City, where he took on various jobs to support himself. He was determined to find his way, and education seemed like a good start. Using the GI Bill, he enrolled at the University of Illinois, studying journalism and television production. However, school wasn't the right fit, and before long, he dropped out and returned to California in search of something more fulfilling. While trying to carve out his own path, tragedy struck. In 1962, his mother died in a house fire, which was reportedly started by a cigarette she had been smoking. The loss was devastating, but Hackman continued pushing forward, chasing a dream he had held onto since childhood, the dream of becoming an actor. His journey from a turbulent youth to the Hollywood spotlight was anything but easy. Yet, through resilience, determination, and sheer talent, Gene Hackman would go on to become one of the most respected actors of his generation.
Hackman was one of the great actors of his generation.
Gene Hackman, the versatile everyman actor who won 2 Oscars.
With his rough start, one would want to ask about his personal life, as it is vital in the making of successful individuals. Let's delve into the details of Gene Hackman's personal life. A life of love, legacy, and tragedy. Gene Hackman, an acclaimed Hollywood legend, led a life marked by remarkable achievements, deep relationships, and personal trials. His journey through marriage, family, and personal struggles reflected the many facets of a man who was not just a screen icon, but also a devoted husband and father. In 1956, Hackman married Faye Maltese, who lived between 1928 and 2017, the woman who would be his partner for 30 years. Their marriage brought them 3 children, a son, Christopher Allen, and 2 daughters, Elizabeth Jean and Leslie Ann Hackman. However, with Hackman's demanding career, which often took him to film sets far from home, his family life was marked by long absences. While Faye raised their children, Hackman was busy carving out his legacy in Hollywood. Despite their long marriage, the strain eventually took its toll, and in 1986, after 3 decades together, the couple officially parted ways. Hackman found love again in the late 1980s when he met classical pianist Betsy Arakawa, who lived between 1959 and 2025. Their romance blossomed, and after dating for 7 years, they married on December 1, 1991. The couple settled in Santa Fe, New Mexico, where they built a life together in a breathtaking home featured in Architectural Digest in 1990. Their house, perched atop a 12-acre hill, boasted an awe-inspiring 360-degree view of the Gemez, Sangre de Cristo, and Sandia Mountains, embodying a peaceful retreat away from Hollywood's spotlight. Despite his strong on-screen presence, Hackman faced health challenges throughout his life. In 1990, he underwent an angioplasty, a procedure to restore proper blood flow to his heart. Then, in 2012, at the age of 82, he was involved in a terrifying accident while cycling in the Florida Keys. A pickup truck struck him, and early reports suggested he had suffered severe head trauma. However, his publicist later reassured fans that Hackman had only sustained minor injuries, just bumps and bruises. Hackman's final years were largely spent away from the public eye, with his last known public appearance being at an event in Santa Fe in late 2022. Then, on February 26, 2025, tragedy struck. Hackman, his wife Betsy, and one of their 3 beloved dogs were found dead in their Santa Fe home.
Gene Hackman, his wife, and one of their dogs were all found dead at their Santa Fe home, and the simplest potential explanation of carbon monoxide poisoning.
A maintenance worker, concerned when the couple failed to answer their door, alerted local security, leading to the grim discovery. The news of their passing sent shockwaves through Hollywood and beyond. Fans and fellow actors mourned the loss of a man who had shaped cinema for decades, while friends and family grieved the end of a love story that had endured for over 30 years. Gene Hackman, a 2-time Academy Award winner, was more than just a brilliant actor. He was a man who lived, loved, and left an indelible mark on the world. Gene has indeed left a legacy in the entertainment industry. However, his career journey is nothing short of ascension to greatness. Let's delve into the details of his career ascension. Gene Hackman's career. In 1956, Gene Hackman set out on an acting journey that would eventually make him one of Hollywood's most respected names. He began his training at the Pasadena Playhouse in California, where he formed a close friendship with fellow aspiring actor Dustin Hoffman. However, their early days in acting school were anything but promising. Their classmates saw them as outsiders, and in an almost cruel twist, both Hackman and Hoffman were voted least likely to succeed. To make matters worse, Hackman received the lowest score ever given at the Playhouse. But instead of letting the harsh judgment define him, Hackman used it as fuel to prove his critics wrong. Determined to succeed, he left California and moved to New York City, where he crossed paths with another struggling actor, Robert Duvall. The 3 actors, Hackman, Hoffman, and Duvall, became close friends, often sharing apartments as they navigated the brutal world of auditions and rejections in 1960s New York. Hackman's perseverance eventually paid off. By 1970, he had earned a 2nd Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actor for his role in I Never Sang for My Father. The following year, he took on roles in Doctors' Wives and The Hunting Party. But it was his performance as tough New York detective Jimmy Popeye Doyle in The French Connection in 1971 that catapulted him to stardom. The film was a massive success, earning Hackman the Academy Award for Best Actor and cementing his status as a Hollywood heavyweight. Following his Oscar win, Hackman became one of the busiest actors in Hollywood. In just 3 years, he starred in 10 films, making him the most in-demand actor of that era. Throughout the 1980s, he balanced leading and supporting roles, working alongside legendary names like Barbra Streisand in All Night Long in 1981 and Warren Beatty in Reds in 1981. He continued this trend with memorable performances in Eureka in 1983 and Under Fire in 1983. Even as the years passed, Hackman remained a commanding presence on screen. In the early 2000s, he took on diverse roles, co-starring with Morgan Freeman in Under Suspicion in 2000.
It's kind of fun. I would love to be a little mouse and kind of go around and see everything that's happening, but that's kind of not in the picture.
Keanu Reeves in The Replacements in 2000, and Owen Wilson Behind Enemy Lines in 2001. He also appeared in The Mexican in 2001 and starred in David Mamet's crime thriller Heist in 2001, playing a seasoned thief forced into one last dangerous job. By 2004, however, Hackman was ready to step away from acting. He later revealed that a stress test had prompted his decision, as doctors warned him that his heart was not in the best shape for the demands of filmmaking. In a 2011 interview, he jokingly said he might consider acting again if they let me do it from my house with only 1 or 2 people. Although he officially retired, Hackman briefly returned to narrate 2 documentaries about the United States Marine Corps: The Unknown Flag Raiser of Iwo Jima in 2016, and We, the Marines in 2017. Beyond acting, Hackman pursued a passion for writing. He collaborated with undersea archaeologist Daniel Lenihan to write 3 historical fiction novels: Wake of the Perdido Star in 1999, A High Seas Adventure; Justice for None in 2004, a murder mystery set during the Great Depression; and Escape from Andersonville in 2008, a gripping tale of a Civil War prison escape. Hackman later ventured into solo writing, publishing Payback at Morning Peak in 2011, a Western tale of love and revenge, and Pursuit in 2013, a thrilling police drama. From struggling actor to Hollywood icon, Gene Hackman's career is a testament to resilience, hard work, and undeniable talent. His legacy remains strong, proving that success is not determined by early failures, but by the determination to rise above them. Another amazing thing about Gene Hackman is his accumulated awards. Let's take a glance into the details of his accumulated awards. Gene Hackman's awards. Gene Hackman was an American actor whose commanding presence and distinct voice made him one of Hollywood's most respected and versatile performers. Over a remarkable career spanning 6 decades, he became a household name, delivering powerful performances across multiple genres. From crime thrillers to westerns, dramas to comedies, Hackman's ability to bring depth and realism to his characters earned him widespread acclaim. His talent was recognized with numerous prestigious awards, including 2 Academy Awards, 2 BAFTA Awards, 3 Golden Globe Awards, and a Screen Actors Guild Award. His Oscar wins showcased his incredible range. He took home the Best Actor Award for his unforgettable portrayal of tough, relentless detective Jimmy Popeye Doyle in The French Connection in 1971, a gripping action thriller directed by William Friedkin. More than 2 decades later, he won the Best Supporting Actor Oscar for his chilling role as a ruthless sheriff in Clint Eastwood's Western masterpiece, Unforgiven, in 1992. In addition to his 2 Oscar victories, Hackman was nominated for 3 other Academy Awards, proving his consistency as a powerhouse performer. He captivated audiences as Buck Barrow, the outlaw brother in Bonnie and Clyde in 1967, played a conflicted college professor in the emotional drama I Never Sang for My Father in 1970, and portrayed a determined FBI agent investigating racial violence in the historical thriller Mississippi Burning in 1988. Each role showcased his ability to bring authenticity and intensity to the screen. Hackman's achievements extended beyond the Academy Awards. He won 3 Golden Globe Awards, earning recognition for The French Connection in 1971 and Unforgiven in 1992. He also displayed his comedic chops in Wes Anderson's quirky comedy drama The Royal Tenenbaums in 2001, where he played an eccentric family patriarch, a role that won him Best Actor in a Musical or Comedy at the Golden Globes. Beyond these wins, Hackman was nominated for several other Golden Globes, including The Conversation in 1974, French Connection 2 in 1975, Under Fire in 1983, Twice in a Lifetime in 1985, and Mississippi Burning in 1988. His contributions to cinema were further honored in 2003 when he received the Golden Globe Cecil B. DeMille Award for Lifetime Achievement. Gene Hackman's legacy is one of excellence, versatility, and a deep commitment to his craft. His unforgettable performances continue to inspire actors and entertain audiences, ensuring that his impact on Hollywood will never be forgotten. What do you think about Travolta's powerful tribute to Gene Hackman? We would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe.